We come to you from downtown. The opening tip won by the Lakers as we get started here at Staples Center. And a chance coming up at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. Nope, first one does not go. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Celtics have it. To Hayward. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
James, deep left corner. Rondo cleans it up. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Walker into the front court. Down a point. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
To Danny Green. Nice pass to get things going.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
And scores. Strong take.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
To Davis. Anthony Davis. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Danny Green. They go down to Davis. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Down just a couple. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
James to Davis, down low. Anthony Davis. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
Ooh, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Beyond the arc for 3. No good. That's great defense. Lakers ball.
Here we go. Here we go.
To Davis. Shot from the lane won't go. To Kemba Walker. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
And the finish. Jay, it counts for 2, but that was pretty.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
James. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
Hey, lock up.
Tatum. Can't connect. Los Angeles, they have it. Driving is Green, but he can't finish. Here's Rondo with it. Down 2 to James. Slams it down.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
For 3, Can't go down. Smothering defense. LeBron into the front court. All tied up, 13 apiece. Great feed, sets it up. Jason Tatum, huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And he scores on the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Rondo with the basketball. They trail by 2. Anthony Davis. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Hayward. That's going to be out of bounds. LBJ has it. To Cousins. They'll get it down to Davis. And the basket good at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
How's that for a start? 14 points in this first quarter as he knocks down the 3.
And look, I know this requires great conditioning on the defensive part, but you have to start denying him the ball. Make him catch the ball further away from the basket.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Into the front court comes Rondo. Down 5. Over to the right side to Davis. James. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not easy.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
Rondo into the front court. Now down 6. To Davis. And count the basket.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Walker with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Tatum. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
It's James controlling the offense. Down low for Davis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Here's Rondo with it. 5-point game. To Danny Green. Oh, whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Substitutions. Boston.
Caldwell Pope.
Into the game for the Lakers. Number 0, Kyle.
James. They go down to Davis. Anthony Davis. He's unconscious. 75%.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
It's good. And 1.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
The mark at the line. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
It's Cook with the basketball. Down 6. Oh, they called the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions.
Subbing in for the Boston Celtics, number 8, Kemba Walker.
James. To Davis. Deep 2 there, won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Shot by Hayward, no good. Cook to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. And 2 for AD.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense win.
We got this. Let's go.
Substitutions, Boston. Entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 7, JaVale McGee.
Bradley to Kyle Kuzma. And the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Nice pass to set things up.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
JaVale McGee to Kyle Kuzma.
In the first quarter,
Gets it in the right corner. Cantor. Tough make through traffic.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Los Angeles has the basketball. JaVale McGee
Green light, green light.
to Kyle Kuzma. 4-3. Buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Yes.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Here's the whistle. Intentional foul.
Maybe a message was being...
We know what's coming. Go get it.
substitutions, Boston. Into the game,
Hayward fires the 3. He was all over him. Rondo with the basketball. Down a bundle. Enes Kanter rejects it. Brown into the front court. They're looking to make something happen. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Bradley. Oh, you can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
that's his third personal foul. The Celtics now hold a penalty.
First free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip. across the timeline, it's Walker. His guys holding the big lead. All by himself, creates his own shot there.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
I got ball. I got him. I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
To Bradley. Nice finish at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Walker into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Cousins to Danny Green. Can't miss those. To Walker. Fires the three. Look out, Kemba hitting the tough shots here.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Cousins. Count the bucket for two. Ball's controlled by Boston. Going to launch, beyond the arc, buries it on the catch and shoot.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
I gotta go. Go.
That's going to be out of bounds off of Rondo. It'll stay Celtic basketball. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Walker. From long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Davis. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Man, that was a tough shot.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Lakers at the controls right now. Enes Kanter snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Anthony Davis lets it go. Not that time. Walker. And Green able to pull down the rebound. Into front court comes Rondo. His guys down big. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Missed it at the line. To Kanter. And it's Kanter. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Lets it fly from long range. It's no good. Shot's not going down.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The pass set it all up.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Scores from the post.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Davis. Able to convert inside.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Davis to Danny Green. Anthony Davis lets it fly. To Kemba Walker. Has a look. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Jason Tatum sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Davis, a pass taken away by the Celtics.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. He's now 4 for 6.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. James to Cousins. It's James. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot. I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Not done yet. Rebound, Jason Tatum.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
To Danny Green. To James. Here comes the screen. James. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
That's off the side of the rim, short.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Rondo. That no good. Off the mark. Into the front court, it's Walker. His guys hold a commanding lead. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kemba Walker. Time to shuffle things up. To Davis. Not that time. Celtics have it. To Walker. To Jaylen Brown.
Watch that back door.
Walker. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Rondo into the front court. He'll run the offense. Alexia Jinsa swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Alexia Jinsa with the block. Cashes in for two.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Walker to Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Gordon Hayward trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 82%.
Substitutions, Boston. Into the game for
Beyond the arc for three. Missed it. For three, that's good D. Shot no good. To James. Kuzma. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Cantor. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. To Kyle Kuzma. James. 4-3. Can't connect. It's no good. To Jaylen Brown. Add 2 points to the board.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Hayward. Trying to cash in. Hayward with a shot, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
A couple of cracks at the line now.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
LeBron James. He's got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. Knocks down the first. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Jaylen Brown. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. To James. Kuzma. Wide open look, won't go. Stuffs it down with authority.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Turns and slams it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the ball.
Here's a chance from long range. It's Cook with the basketball. Down a bundle. Kuzma. And he hits.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Fires the three. Now that's a contest. Cook to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Bradley to James. Deep left corner. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To James. Yes. And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's shooting 40% in this one. To Jaylen Brown. From long range. Textbook defense. Lakers ball. To James. Throws it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Nothing going here on that drive. And he buries it.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
And he'll head to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Great dish to set it up. Goes reverse to lay it in.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
LBJ.
Here we go.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Kyle Kuzma. James over to the right side. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Defense, let's go.
Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Nothing going here on that drive. For 3. Not that time. He missed it. To Jaylen Brown. Off the assist.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
And his Cantor able to recover with the block. Kuzma. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. The jumper's off the mark.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And he's going to the free throw line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one goes down. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To Kemba Walker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Kemba Walker, high degree of difficulty, but that's where he thrives. Counted for 3.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Jaylen Brown. Walker. Won't go down. Offensive board. Anthony Davis sends it away. Walker. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. Now it's been scrappy. Let's see who can take the jump. From the painted area, won't go down. From the outside, no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Here's Rondo with it. His guys down big. To James. To Cousins. Screen coming. Whoops, that won't go.
Go ahead, do your thing, dog.
James to Danny Green. Five to shoot for Los Angeles.
Let's cut.
Has a look. Not today.
Hey, lock up.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen.
The Celtics were solid in today's victory. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with... The Lakers didn't get the victory they wanted here.
Game track. Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Coyne and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.